hello guys, I'm Mr. Lawe from the Counter-Strike team of Sprout. Here with me is Jonas from PIC. He's our special guest, as I would like to say. And we have some questions from the community for Mr. Jonas. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you. So the first question is PIC buffed a health concern, especially with such a high concentration of caffeine?
No, actually it's not. We tried to develop the booster so that everyone can actually take it. The 200 milligrams of caffeine that the booster has in each portion are according to the law as well, especially German and European law. So in general you can use the booster without having any concern for health if you go with the instructions that are mentioned on the product. So basically you shouldn't be drinking it like 4 times a day.
Yeah. Okay. The second question is, how long does it take until the crash hits?
So if you say crash, there are actually 2 versions of crash that are usually meant with that. The first one is the crash that you get when the effect of caffeine stops, so which is very individual from every person, so to say. So usually the effect of caffeine stops after 2, 3, 4 hours. And when that case happens, you usually feel energy less. You start getting tired, and you actually have the effect that of the opposite of what you wanted to achieve by using the booster. We made sure that we don't use caffeine by itself in the product, but we combined it with other ingredients that counteract against the side effects of caffeine. So what we tried to achieve with the product is that we made a matrix of different ingredients that make sure that you won't have a crash with buffed after you use it.
Yeah. The third question, how can you keep your promise of quality?
For the quality of our product, one factor is that our production facility obviously is aligned with all the quality assurance protocols that you have to fulfill as a producer. I could name some legislation that is needed to be required, but the other one, the second factor that is very important for the quality, is to choose the right ingredients from the right suppliers. So there's basically a whole world of suppliers out there, and each ingredient, besides the branded ones, can be purchased by a few hundred suppliers. And it's very important to have close contact to your suppliers, to know what they offer, and to test every ingredient that you receive in your production to make sure that there's actually that in the product that we write on the product. The third one is analyzing our product. So most of our products are sent in like at least once a year, I'd say, to independent laboratories in Germany, and they will do quality testing of our product. So they analyze different parameters from microbiology and other toxicological parameters that can be tested to make sure that the product is safe and fulfills our high quality standards that we set ourselves.
Fourth question, why is your booster so costly?
Well, it is a lot of development and obviously high quality ingredients that went into the product. So the price that we actually pay to produce buffed is approximately 2 to 3 times higher to some competitors of ours. Furthermore, especially the branded ingredients are quite costly compared to standard plant extracts that you could use as well. And if you actually think about it, the product costs €39.90 and has 40 portions in it, which makes like €1 per portion. And if you have that in mind as well, it is actually, or at least for me, it feels quite cheap because you wouldn't be able to purchase some energy drink in the supermarket for just €1, I think.
Yeah, it is actually true, yeah. And the last question is, is the booster also suitable for children or teenager? Oh, this question is for me also, I need to know.
Well, the product is marketed as a food supplement, and food supplements in general, at least in Germany, are not for children. So children shouldn't use BUFFED, especially with the amount of caffeine that we have inside. We designed it especially for young adults. Teenagers 16 plus, in my opinion, are okay as well, especially with all the studies that went into the development of BUFFED. Most studies are done with young adults or adults, so also the dosage of every ingredient is matched to an adult.
Yeah.
So no children, everyone else is fine.
So if you're 16 plus, you can drink it. So if you're like me, you are free to drink this. It actually has a good taste, so you won't even realize it's actually a booster. It's like, you know, like a juice, like a fruit juice. So it's actually very nice, and it's nice what you are doing with this.
Thank you so much. There will be definitely more to come in the future.
Oh, I'm looking forward.